either by chance, calculated move, a loophole, or either by any means. It was when Christopher Musa resigned from his position that the issues of banditry, terrorism, kidnapping escalated, either you like it or not. And if you are a sensible Nigeria, you could trace it back to when Christopher Musa resigned. It was President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is at a crossroad. And if you see some decisions that are not going the masses way or that are not going the northern ways for these few days, don't be surprised. It is because of the orders and directive being given to him by the United States of America. That is Donald Trump. Donald Trump has actually ordered and given President Bola Ahmed Tinubu directive on what to do. He has given him some conditions, of which one of the conditions is that he should call Christopher Musa back to power. The former CDS that was retired or that resigned, that he should call him back to power. Are you surprised the wave of things in security, architecture in Nigeria today? Are you still surprised? Don't be surprised, because Badaru resigned on health grant. He didn't tell us if it was heart failure, if it was headache, if it was body pain, or what type of sickness, nobody know. And he has never fallen sick. He has never traveled abroad, nursing sickness. But all of a sudden, he just came to the public and said he is not doing any longer. He's no longer, a minister of defense, for that matter. And don't forget, he has never defended any single individual in Nigeria because he has no security background on what to do and how to do it and how to lead the Nigerian army to do it. But I think it's a better thing for us that he resigned. But that is not the discussion. The discussion now is that the way things are happening, I think you can see. He resigned, CDS resigned, Musa, Christopher resigned. Don't forget there was so many issues surrounding him that forced President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to, yank him off. Such complaints were from the northern elders because Christopher Musa was a Christian and there was this argument back and forth why he should be dead, why he should be killing Aram and others. That's what they claim. And all of a sudden, he was put down and all that. So either by chance, either by calculated move, either by loophole, or either by any means, it was when Christopher Musa resigned from his position that the issues of banditry, terrorism, kidnapping escalated, either you like it or not. And if you are a sensible Nigeria, you could trace it back to when Christopher Musa resigned. It was when he resigned that everything escalated. You started hearing bombing, you started hearing kidnapping in Kogi, banditry in Kwara State, everywhere in Jos, in Zamfara, in Katsina, in Kano, everywhere, they busted and escalated, and they could even come out boldly and tell us that we should enshrine them in the Nigeria Constitution. That is bandits, that they should be recognized. Such amount of money, amount of money should be set aside for them. And an emir came out from the north and backed it up, and that they should be enshrined in the Constitution, that the way the Niger Delta militants were paid, that they should be paid also. But that is not the discussion for today. The discussion for today is that Donald Trump has given conditions to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And it seems that the man is confused, doesn't know what to do. But thank God he's yielding to what Trump is actually trying to do. Trump said he should restore Musa back, and Musa has been nominated for that position, for that highly placed position of Minister of Defense, because we could see that this one actually had what it takes to be a defense minister. Yes, he was actually fighting the battle and winning the battle against the bandit. All of a sudden, boom, he was removed just because of politics. Now, Trump has told our president that everything is not about politics. You may be good in politics, but your governance is zero. From 1 to 100, your governance in Nigeria is zero. So you should fix a round peg in a round hole. So this is what President Bola Tinubu is doing right now. Though someone may say that, why is he choosing Reno Mokri? Why is he taking Fani Kayode? In this video, I will show you one video now that Fani Kayode bastardized and bacchanized our president. Even Reno Omokri, on the street of UK, he bacchanized and dismantled President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and rubbish his nomenclature, his name. But all of a sudden, he's been nominated for a ambassadorial position. But we don't actually know the enemy of this country. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. This is just a case of a father watching his children being perished without doing anything, even when he has all what it takes to save his children. But I don't know why he's going this way. But politics doesn't mean that we should be crazy. Policy doesn't mean that the people that are standing in the society that can stand their ground and criticize you, you don't need to buy them to yourself because you have the money. They can do this dirty job for you. At the end of the day, they will get paid and get salary, while at the detriment of the citizens, at the detriment of people, dying and perishing, at the detriment of people, of you not listening to other people rather than the people that earn from your table or from your pocket. I want you to watch this video of Fani Kayode and I will come back to analyze.
Now, the real reason Senator Tinubu nominated Osinbajo has been made known to us, and we hereby offer a public service to the Nigerian people by drawing national attention to it. Credible pieces of information at our disposal indicate that Tinubu has perfected plans to come to power through the back door. Senator Tinubu, according to our information, has compelled Professor Osinbajo to swear to an oath that after 6 months in office, he would resign as the vice president in the unlikely event that their party wins. The wicked plot, as laid out by them, is to force Professor Osinbajo to resign for Senator Tinubu to be nominated by General Buhari as his replacement. The ultimate objective of this plot is to ensure that Tinubu becomes president. The script is simple. Given the questionable health status of General Buhari, Senator Tinubu, who is desperate to be president for his own selfish reasons, will simply bide his time in the evil expectation that General Buhari will not be able to go the whole hog. We have deemed it fit to let the whole world know why the leadership of the APC is desperate for power and why the cabal controlling the APC is hell-bent to ensure that General Buhari becomes president. Our candid advice to General Buhari is this: watch your back. Our prayer is that God will save Nigeria from desperate politicians.
And despite all of this that has been said, today, who is a beneficiary of the man that has been desperate to be president for his selfish reason? Today he's been nominated. Fani Kayode, former aviation minister, has not been nominated to being one of the ambassador designated by the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who, according to him, has been desperate to being president. Nothing has changed. The game plan only changed, of course. Buhari didn't die in power, and Osinbajo wasn't there to have all of these things that you heard him say. Are things that we heard that time. I would say, no, they are just beer parlor talk. How can they ask a vice president? That was him fighting for the PDP at the time. That was all of the things he was saying. Today, we are seeing everything play out. And these are plethora of several videos. Tinubu has a way. I was talking to Dr. Charles Awuzie some days ago, and he said Tinubu has a way of making you eat your words. Whatever you say about Tinubu, he doesn't argue, he doesn't drag, he will look for a way for you. Because, of course, you're in Nigeria. Our politicians do not have values, they don't have principles. They can move from one point to another. The same wicked that said APC was cancer and PDP had malaria, he is now fighting to destroy the PDP that had malaria so that they can live with the cancer. You see how bad? So Tinubu just sat somewhere, chilled, and waited, and will wait for you, and they make you eat your words. One of the things that Tinubu's administration has done to Nigeria conveniently is that he has exposed the people that we have once idolized. There was a time where Reno Mokri was voted as being Business Influencer of the Year from a Forbes award against Vusi, the South African motivational speaker and business coach. And Nigerians massively voted for him. Today, that Reno has become, and it's not just politics. Ask yourself, what is the value of Reno's personality? Which business is running in Nigeria that Reno? Which organized sector, apart from using social media for propaganda and for lies, what is it that Reno brings to the Nigerian people? What event? Vusi has been speaking in various conferences and events. Vusi has developed framework for young African. I have a South African friend, of course, you should know by now. Apart from Nigeria, South Africa is the place where I've visited the most, not lived. Okay, I've lived in the United Kingdom more now. But South Africa is the place I've visited the most. And I can tell you, I've got South African friends. And Vusi's impact in this guy's life, very, very strong. His impact, his events, his meetings, his strong values and principles. Vusi's investment, which business has Reno committed himself or invested in Nigeria? Nothing. But it is that same Nigerians voted for him. Of course, at that time, Nigeria will support Nigerians anytime there's an international competition, even if we can quarrel inside. But outside, we'll support our own, basically, apart from a few people that are retired. However, yet, today, now look at Reno. So Tinubu came to actually show a lot of people are useless. Then look at Femi. And that's why I'm warning a lot of these other people that are coming out to say there's no genocide. As much as I don't want an American intervention, we're a sovereign country, and I feel that our situation is quite dicey. There's dynamics involved. So we have to be smart in looking at all of this. It's not just enough for you to see the way it is. There are underlayer events, history, conversations. There are so many things behind the scene that we have to unravel. It's not just enough to put boots on the ground. It may not solve the problem. We have to deal with this problem. And like somebody said, it has to be years of planning. It's not just enough. If you think guns around will end it, another 2 years, another terrorist group will spring up. So we have to deal with that. However, for those persons that have consistently, instead of holding on to their integrity principles, if you go and start speaking for Tinubu, look at a man who says officially he's 73, that's by Wikipedia or age. But we know that this man is over 90 and is closer to his grave than anything. Those of you that are 40s and 50s, you still have 30, 40 years. Don't allow Tinubu to make you mess up the rest of your age. Until 1999, only a few persons had Tinubu's record in their hands. When Tinubu contested in the 1993 general elections and was voted in as a senator, it was an overwhelming support he got. So I don't know why at 40, at 30, something at 50, you are jeopardizing your own growth and development, your own career for somebody that is closer. Bishop Kuka, the rest of these people talking, these pastors, all of these men of God. What's this guy's name? Rock of Ages, the Rock Cathedral. Adefarasi. All of these guys, be careful. This is what Tinubu is doing. His own. Look at Wole Soyinka today. Look at what he has turned into. Wole used to be a backing lion, a roaring lion, a backing dog. When he shouts, everybody quakes. Now he has turned him to become a side commentator. He will useless. Look at the political influences that Tinubu. He brings you closer. Look at Sheilo. At a point in this country, she was one of the strongest advocates for quality. His voice. And it's not about being supporting him or not supporting him. You have to be careful. The man's goal is to empty your voice. Is to turn you to become echo where you see your life and reduce your influence as much as you can. Be careful. Be careful. He has finished Reno. He's finished. And he has appointed them now to finish them. Guess what? Some of them can even be disqualified. Look at what he did to Verify. Can disqualify you during screening and say you didn't pass this, you didn't pass that. He knows what he's doing. He plays it. It's a pawn. He plays it there and there. Now you know, now you will lose. No, not using that sense. Don't let a man that is closer to his grave to allow you waste your own youthful age. That you see have 40, 50 years to live. You can't be wasted. You will not have a voice again. Because this man is all of you. You're using our head. You're not using our head. That's Femi Fanika there.